I just want to make films. I don't want to yeah, that's not what I sought out, but I think it's good for the. It seems like it's been brought joy to a lot of people in Latvia, that kind of inspired that. Like, it's a small country, but it can kind of have a big impact on maybe other people. I had to kind of learn how to speak, how to explain things to the team, because before I was just working on my own, but now I had to figure this out. But there's still some things I can't express with words, and you can only express in cinema, and it's like another language, and it doesn't need to be translated. We can all understand it, and I think that's quite beautiful. And it doesn't even need to be explained. Like, if you watch the film, I think that's enough. You don't need I like art that doesn't really need an instruction manual. That you can watch and understand. You don't need any context. You don't need to know the background of all these things. So I like when it speaks for itself. And but yeah, for me it is a personal story. It is about my experience of making the film itself. So it was my way of kind of going through these feelings and forcing me to learn how to collaborate, which I had not really done before. By making a story about it, I had no excuse but to do it. Music is done quite late in the filmmaking process, but I almost start with the music and then build the story around it. Because yeah, it's such a big part of the experience. Sometimes when I used to work before on my first shorts, and I worked without music, and then we add the music and it makes a completely different film. So I wanted to avoid that, and I write a lot of music that doesn't end up in the film. So I create a lot of material and only use the best bits that work. And yeah, so I didn't really study music. I write it electronically. It's very simple and minimalistic. But I think that's the music I like the most, which is very kind of simple. And I think simplicity can be a lot more stronger than if you can express something with less words, it can be more powerful as well. The challenges in terms of finding an audience is that we didn't really have the budget for marketing. So some of these bigger films have billboards everywhere, you have millions and millions of dollars just to promote it, but we didn't have this. And I think that's part of the appeal, that we're kind of this underdog in some ways, or that people want to support independent stuff, and also in the industry, I think animators are excited that this will open up doors to make films, more personal stories, to experiment with the technique, and also make films in places where maybe there isn't a big industry. So that's been part of the appeal of this film. And but yeah, it was very, I don't know, we were at the right place at the right time, and I think the themes resonate with people at this moment, and also I don't know, it just sometimes it's beneficial to be the underdog, and the good thing about streaming is that you can watch it with your pets, which might be more difficult in cinema. So I've seen so many great videos of cats and dogs watching it. So I would encourage people to watch it with their pets. But when this opportunity came, of course I couldn't say no, and so this is the special, and I decided to come. And it's crazy. I don't know. It's amazing that it's reached this audience, and especially in Mexico, we had the most amazing response of anywhere in the world, and I hope it can kind of give some happiness or find some peace while watching this film. And but it's crazy that such a small film can be here, and I hope this continues and can kind of create some cultural exchanges and kind of maybe many people hadn't heard about Latvia before. So I think it's really cool that cinema and art can kind of bring people together, and I can learn about Mexico and you can learn about Latvia, and I think it's really cool. I think it not only inspires filmmakers, but gives the incentive for financiers and producers and studios to make projects like this. So I think there will be more opportunities. I've already heard from like other independent filmmakers who told me that now a lot of people want to meet them and support their projects, which might not have had a chance previously. But it's not just Flow. I think this is a growing movement. It started already a while ago, but it just reached this critical turning point. And yeah, so also we can make these films cheaper now and smaller teams, and I didn't really like study this. I didn't go to film school, so you don't really need to have, there are less gatekeepers. You can do these things, and they can also, I think animation can, as I said, it's not as linked to one specific culture, so it can work more globally than maybe live action. So there's a lot of potential, and I think there's going to be more and more of these films because, just people want to see different types of films. We're getting bored of seeing the same franchises. So although there's room for both, it's not going to like change everything, but it shows that people want a variety of films.